You have probably already heard that hair is a dead structure. Is it so? And yes and not so. From the point of view of physiology, the hair that we see is a keratinized skin formation, a shed that can't rightly be called alive. Thank God! When we cut our hair, we don't feel any pain, our hair doesn't bleed. And yet, hair is a living structure capable of self-reproduction. Living cells that multiply at a tremendous speed are located in the root of the hair, the bulb, which lies deep in the dermis and is surrounded by a hair follicle. We are born into the world with a certain number of follicles. This value is genetically programmed, and nothing can be changed here. In the lower part of the bulb is a thickening, the hair papilla, formed from connective tissue and a network of blood vessels. The papilla controls the condition and growth of the hair. If the papilla dies, the hair dies. The blood vessels surrounding the hair follicle and papilla supply them with all the substances necessary for cell reproduction and hair growth. That's why in the fight against hair loss or to improve their growth, vitamin intake and improved blood circulation will be effective. No masks and lotions are able to accelerate hair growth or relieve hair loss. The scalp is the most perfect means of protection against the penetration of various substances from outside. Improving the nutrition of the follicle from the inside, you will accelerate the division and, accordingly, hair growth. Each hair follicle has its own innervation and musculature. It is interesting that it is impossible to control these muscles with a consciousness. It is impossible to pump them up like biceps. They only react to an adrenaline rush. Muscles contract, goosebumps appear on the skin, and the skin becomes like the skin of the goose, which plucked feathers. When we are cold, scared, or as a result of stress, the body produces adrenaline. But why goosebumps come from music? This is not completely understood by science, and there are many theories. What do you think? Write your answer in the comments. When muscle contraction occurs, pressure occurs of the sebaceous glands, which as a result emit a special secret that protects the body from the cold, as well as from the penetration of unwanted substances. Sebaceous glands are present in all areas of the skin, except the palms, soles, and lips. For 1 week, 4-5 grams of sebum is released of the skin surface. The lipid coating has an acid reaction. Each hair root has a hormonal receptor, and hormones almost completely control the lifespan of the hair. A woman during pregnancy significantly reduces hair loss due to the abundance of hormones. But 2 to 3 months after the birth of the child, when the amount of hormones decreases sharply, the problem of the hair loss becomes very acute. As you know, sweat glands perform mainly the function of the excretion and thermoregulation, participate in water-salt metabolism. On the human body, its total amount is 3-4 million. Normally, up to 50% of the sweat glands can be in an active state. The amount of sweat released is normally 500-600 milliliters per day. It has acidic reaction. The model has thin, weakened by numerous lightening hair. Our goal: first, lift hair to level 10. Second, give a natural tone to them. And third, save hair. The task is not so easy. Pay attention to the number of color spots. In this case, they arose due to the presence of gray hair. There is more gray hair in the top and temples, and more natural hair on the nape. Therefore, on the back of the head, the hair has a more pronounced yellow-orange color at level 7. That is why we will start working from the back of the head. Virgin hair level 6. Next, the strip at levels of 7.5 to 8. Moreover, this strip on the nape occupies a larger area of the strand than on the crown. The ends are somewhere on the 9th level, somewhere on the 10th. So, our task is to safely lift hair to the 10th level. About how to get rid of color spots, namely the sequence of creating a smooth hair color, I will tell in the next video. I'll leave the link here above. Most likely it's already here. Be sure to watch this video. Since the hair is weakened, a bleaching powder even on low developer will be harmful. We cannot use it. We need to lighten the hair length by only 3 tones. Virgin roots have grown quite a bit, so it lightens easily. But the dye from the main palette doesn't lighten previously dyed hair. At the first stage, we use a series of high-lift blonde dye. It's golden, pearl, and booster, Lighten power amplifier. In different companies it's called differently. This is not a clear that is used for hue transparency. High-lift hair color offers a boost to lightening, equivalent to about one extra level on top of what a regular blonde dye would achieve. And developer 40 volume. I hope it's not secret to anyone that high-lift dye is used with only 30 or 40 volume developer. If you're afraid of the presence of 40 volume developer, write about it in the comments and I will make a detailed video about working with high-lift dye. Knowing the topic will reassure you. High-lift hair color is applied to the darkest part of a strand, starting from the nape and moving up. Pay attention to the amount of dye applied. It should be enough. At the top of the head, the situation is slightly different. Here is natural color of level 6 is 16% diluted with gray. Therefore, there is no orange strip of the 7th level. This is probably the 9th level. Hair has a pronounced cold tint without affecting the scalp. Apply 12.30 with 30 volume developer to a darker section of the strand. Please note that the dye is not applied as abundantly as in the back of the head. The exposure time is 45 minutes. After the exposure time, we do not run to wash off the dye. Mix 12.30 with booster and with developer 30 volume. Apply the mix to the previously treated area and hair roots. We notice 45 minutes on the timer and immediately proceed to stain the midts and tips. Used 9 golden with 9 golden copper, with 9 golden pearl, and with yellow mix, and with 30 volume developer. In the cool length, there is no enough gold for a uniform color from roots to ends, and therefore it must be added there. With 30 volume developer, the color penetrates deeper into the hair and doesn't sag. It will not be saturated, it will only adjust the color to a more natural one. Why do you think high-lift dye 12.30 is used? It's golden! Write your opinion in the comments. And which high-lift hair color is most running your job? Ash and pearl. Guess? Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Please do not be indifferent and contribute to the development of my channel. Like it, write your opinion in the comments, ask questions. It will be great if you share this video and more people will see it. Here, take a look, there are cool videos from me, and see you in the next one.